a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Next up, we have the election of the chair. Do we have any nominations for the chair?
I nominate Rodney Wells as chair.
Do we have a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Mr. Chair, I will hand the agenda over to you. Congratulations.
Next is election of the vice chair. Already finally, Ms. Jessie for vice chair.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Good job. Next is item or C, appointment of designee to attend meetings of school board in case the division superintendent is absent. That name is,
Administration recommends Brian Dean.
I move to appoint Brian Dean as designee to attend meetings of the school board in case of division superintendent's absence.
motion been made, we have a second.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Next is the appointment of the deputy clerk and clerk of the school board.
Administration recommends Christina Van Zandt as the clerk of the school board and Kathy Bergen as the deputy.
I make a motion that we appoint Christine Van Zandt as clerk of the school board and Kathy Bergen as deputy clerk of the school board.
Motion's been made, do we have a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor say aye. Aye. Motion carries. Next is the appointment of the designee to sign Virginia Department of Education documents in the absence of the division superintendent.
The administration recommends Brian Dean.
We have a motion.
I move to appoint Brian Dean as designee to sign Virginia Department of Education documents in the absence of the division superintendent.
Motion been made, we have a second.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Next is F, appointment of an agent and deputy agent to examine and approve the claims and authorize the payments thereof.
Administration recommends me as the agent and Brian Dean as the deputy.
I make a motion that we appoint Brian Austin as the agent, Brian Dean as deputy agent to examine and approve claims and to authorize the payment.
Motion's been made, I'll second it. Any discussion? All in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Next is the appointment of purchasing agent for the school system.
Administration recommends Brian Dean.
We need a motion.
I move that we appoint Brian Dean as purchasing agent for the school board.
Motion's been made, do we have a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Next is the appointment of a member to serve as the A. Linwood Fulton River School Board.
I move we appoint David Jensen to serve as A. Linwood.
Motion's been made, I'll second it. Any discussion? All in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed?
I abstain.
Motion carried. Next is the appointment of a member to serve on the Head Start Personnel Committee.
I move we appoint Mike Kidwell to serve on the Head Start Personnel Committee.
Motion's been made, we have a second.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor say aye. I abstain on that. Motion carried. Next is the appointment of two members to serve on the school board and Head Start Budget Committee. I can make a motion for Mr. Hines and Ms. Jessie to serve on those two committees. Do we have a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Next is designation of members of the school board to serve as a liaison to the following committees.
It's on there under public content. So I'll designate a member of the school board to serve as a liaison on the following committees, which is listed under public content on the agenda item.
Motion's been made, do we have a second?
Second.
All in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Next, L, establish meeting rules of order and procedures, Robert's Rule of Order, 10th edition, modified version for small boards.
I make a motion that we follow Robert's Rules of Order, 10th edition, modified version for small boards for the meeting rules and parliamentary procedure.
Motion's been made, I'll second it. Any discussion? All in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. And last is, Lee County School Board meetings will be held on the second Thursday of each month at 6 p.m. at the school board office. We have a motion on that.
I make a motion that we hold the Lee County School Board meetings on the second Thursday of each month at 6:00 p.m.
Motion's been made, we have a second.
Second.
All in favor say aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Next is recognition. I'm gonna turn it back over to Dr. Austin. We've got, looks like quite a bit of recognition. I do want to thank everybody for coming. We will give a minute or two for everybody to leave if they don't want to stay for all the board stuff. We do ask that you stay till we're done with everybody. We missed a couple over the last 2 or 3 times, and I'm not doing that. I know there's people in the hall, we might have to holler with you, but we'll get through. Okay.
Again, thank you all for being here, and I want to say a couple of things. First of all, as you can see, we're having some technology issues with our agenda tonight, and then also you'll notice the tiny print on our agenda tonight. Technology is a beautiful thing when it works, and it's, apologize for those inconveniences. So we're going to go through this. If you hear your name, or if somebody's in the aisle, if you all want to step in, please make sure that you come up and get your certificate.
Parents are willing to take pictures.
And typically we show you the drawings, and this month we actually have some, I'm going to say some special recognitions for some individuals who won some, I'm going to say, larger recognitions for Kingsport Times News Christmas Countdown winner. If you've not seen those, but look on the division webpage under board docs. These are some incredible drawings. And first off, we have Cheyenne Bridges from Pennington Middle as, again, the Countdown to Christmas winner.
Put you on the spotlight right here.
We also, from Pennington Middle, we have Alyssa Yeary, who is another winner of the Countdown to Christmas. And also, this goes into, I continually talk about the efforts that our teachers make. Our art teacher actually was recognized for her contribution in the Countdown to Christmas, and Michelle Honeycutt, who takes care of our elementary schools and art program in general, was recognized for her efforts. So congratulations to her also. And there I misspoke. She's middle school. So I thought she was doing elementary and middle. Oh, where's Seth? If you all hang out here just a minute, we'll take a picture. Mr. Long, can I put you on the hot seat for pictures? Since you're standing.
Big smile. One more.
Thank you, Mr. Long. Okay, Kingsport Times News drawing cards from Dryden Elementary. We have Catherine Adkins. In the hall? Okay. Malia Austin. In case you didn't know, she's mine, I can do that. Adelie Bishop. Noah Bloomer. Y'all want to hold your applause, we'll make sure they're here first. Noah Bloomer, going twice. Okay, Daisy Booth. Mason Ely. In lieu of Mason? No, I'm kidding. Sophia Flannery. Sophia Flannery. Hayden Foster. Alicia Hale. Nate Hubbard. Tabitha Johnson. Emily Jones. It's like we've been out of school for 4 days last week. Micah Kelly. Shelby Ketron. Kristen Lawson. Grace Martin. Grace Martin. Aslan Napper. Aslan Napper. Mackenzie Oliver. Kaylee Porch. Lauren Sawyers. Austin Troxel. Colin Underwood and Dakota Webb. From Elk Knob, Carter Robbins. From Elydale, we have Charla Clifton. If you all want to slide down some, that may make it a little easier. Jackie Delp. Jackie Delp.
You're good.
Elizabeth Dixon. Elizabeth Dixon. Rachel Eldridge. Austin Golden. Natalie Good. Bethany Hensley. Landon Jenkins. Kenzie Marcy. James McCurry. Hunter Norris. Arwen Perry. Savannah Seal. Katie Shelby. Emily Smith. Kendra Spurlock. And Olivia Tamo. From Rose Hill. Okay. We have Kaylee Cup. Jackson Hoskins. Reed Long. Over here. Zane Lowe. Brody Neary. Good man. And Gavin Weaskell. Okay, and that's all of our recognitions on that. So let's congratulate these students. Okay, can you all, let's scoot everybody together. Sean, you want to do this? Okay, everybody else, let's back you together.
Sorry.
You almost scoot in.
Everybody look up here, smile, say money.
Yeah, the mayor's got it.
I love school.
Congratulations. All right, you can go back. Again, congratulations. Keep up the good work. Okay, if everybody hold up a second, please. We've got another part of this. This is Kingsport Times News Write On. This is the writing piece of this, and we want to recognize some students for their contributions here. From Elydale Elementary, we have Olivia Parks. Chelsea Wiggins. Again, Olivia Parks, Chelsea Wiggins from Elydale. Going once, twice. From Jonesville Middle, we have Justin Corbin and Stacy Pillion. Okay, so again, congratulations to all these students and keep up the good work. Yes, that'd be great. We're going to go out this way. We're going to go home, watch a movie. We want to recognize Okay, next up we want to recognize some students who have competed at DECA. And with us we have Cindy Garrett as well as Mr. Mark Long. So if you all will come up and let's recognize students.
Dr. Austin, members of the board, it's my pleasure to introduce to you members of the Lee County Career and Technical Center, DECA, members that have placed in district competition. And this is their advisor, Ms. Cindy Garrett.
We had close to 50 members in our DECA club. Our DECA club consists of marketing students, advanced marketing students, and sports marketing students. They can compete in various things. So they do selling, they do social media. We had 27 students that competed at Mount Edgewater Community College on November the 10th, and out of those 27, we had 17 of those students that placed, which I thought was great. We had 7 first place, 5 second place, and 5 first place. And for a lot of these, it was their first time competing in a DECA competition. So we're really proud of them. So I'll tell you just a little bit about the club. I did a little PowerPoint. I've got some pictures of them. With our DECA club, we have 8 officers that are elected by their classmates. And then our DECA club also participates in community service projects. This year we partnered with the FBLA and we collected items for the Mount Empire Community College Angel Tree. The DECA club had 2 and the FBLA club had 2, and we collected various items. And DECA, it's an experience. It's just not one of a kind. It's there's all kinds of different things for the students to participate in. It gives them a lot of opportunities. They get to do a lot of public speaking, and it just gives them a lot of opportunities to experience. They can, like I said, they do participate in job interviews, social media, selling, business services, marketing communications, business management, human resources. They also do hospitality and tourism. So being a DECA member, it allows our students to discover like their true ambitions and maybe something that they may want to pursue in college. Again, like I said, we had the 27 members that competed. So I'll kind of let you know, I'm going to say their names and they can step forward. We had some that couldn't be here tonight. Grace Hall, she received first place in retail merchandising. She did great. Hannah Thee was first place in restaurant food service management. We had Jordan Arnold, who was first place in marketing communications. Cassie couldn't be with us today, but Cassie Rogers was first place in business service marketing. Haley Saylor's not with us today, and she was first place in hotel and lodging management. Mackenzie Davis was our second place winner in that category. Tatum Harville was first place in principles of marketing. Allison Hobbs received first place in social media. Haley Petrie's not with us tonight. She had to work, but she received second place in food marketing services. Brady Garrett's not with us tonight, but he received second place in principles of hospitality and tourism. Keaton Woodard received second place in our quick service restaurant. With Ethan Wynn taking third in that category. Alyssa Werner, she's not with us tonight, but she received second place in interview. Mackenzie Wright's not with us, and she received third place in that category. Connor Pendergraft's not with us, and he received third place in sports entertainment marketing. Zoe Brzee, she's not with us either, and she received third place in selling. And Kaylee Glasgow received third place in principles of business management. So these students, our first and second place students, will compete in the DECA competition, the state DECA competition in Virginia Beach, March the 1st through March the 4th. So we're really proud of them. They did a great job. And they competed against Ridgeview, Eastside, Central, Union, and J.I. Burton. So I thought they did excellent.
Good job. Next is public comment. Do we have any public comment tonight? If not, we'll move to consent agenda.
I make a motion that we, drag it back to it on my computer. I make a motion that we approve the consent agenda consisting of the minutes from the October 23rd, 2017 special call meeting, November 2nd, 2017 special call meeting, December 7th, 2017 special call meeting, and December 14th, 2007 regular meeting, and approval of claims and expenditures. And approval of field trips, Lehigh, BCDA, Senior High, District 7, Honors Course, all Virginia auditions, and Coxwalker BCDA, Junior High, District 7, all district honors required.
Motion's been made. Do we have a second? Any discussion? All in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Next is reports to the board. Do we have any reports from the board? If not, next is reports of the division. Superintendent Dr. Ross.
First up, we want to recognize schools with the highest percentage of attendance during the month of December, and second place was Flatwoods during that month, as well as Elk Knob being in first place for the last month. So those schools will be recognized at staff meeting tomorrow, and there's a trophy that we pass around to the first place school. Enrollment continues to be something we monitor, of course, from a budget standpoint. Enrollment last month was 3,055. We dropped down to 3,053 as of the last day of school in December. And our average daily membership of August through December continues to be above what we budgeted at 3,050. So we are setting it currently 3,056. So that's a good thing from a budget standpoint, but something we continue to monitor. Next up is an operations update. We're not able to get it up on the screen this evening, but it's the work that's been done by our maintenance staff over the past month from our last meeting in December up through January. Next, we have an update on kindergarten registration, recommending we're going to change January 26th kindergarten registration to February 16th. That is going to be to account for the change in the calendar that's being proposed. Next up, we have a notification that Lehigh, we received a notification from the Virginia Department of Education that Lehigh will be part of what is called the National Assessment of Educational Progress, which is commonly referred to as NAEP. That will be tests that those students will be taking from January until January until March, and that sometime in that time frame. But wanted to make you aware of that.
Kind of test.
It's an assessment similar to an SOL, but it's more of a national standard, and that's our participation from the state. It helps with the national standards.
I believe it's called the National Report Card.
Yes, ma'am, that is accurate.
What benefit does it present for us?
Cooperating with what Richard asked us to do. And there's benefits for the students in practicing assessments and our participation.
You know, there's bills being put in the legislature to reduce the number of SOLs.
Yes,
Like,
sir.
why we add more tests, I think. Let me ask a question I have, why we add more tests?
This is a common one, that it's not all the students in the division, it's just particular schools that are drawn from samples that are submitted from the department. That's why it's just Lehigh as opposed to Lehigh, Thomas Walker, or any of the great ones.
Is this something they tell us we've got to do?
Yes, sir.
So what does it mean if, say that they fail the test?
It just goes into the national report card and it reflects.
Doesn't have anything to do with their graduation or any of that?
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Next up, just an update on where we are with bidding roof repairs and replacements at Jonesville, Flatwoods, Dryden, Thomas Walker, and Lee. Currently in the process of developing those bids, anticipate those going out for bid in early March with the anticipation of award of contract in April. We will be working with our architect and engineering firm as well as whoever gets that contract to have substantial completion before we start school back in August. So I wanted to provide you an update on that. Any questions?
How long before the bid actually goes out to bid?
Around the 1st of March is what we're anticipating.
And that's a
30 days, and we'll be coming back to you evaluating those in late March for anticipated award in April. Yes, sir.
This is not on the, can I throw the gym for Lee High School and get a, can I ask that, Will, how long the gym for Lee High?
Yes, I mean,
Estimated time?
yeah, that's fine.
As you're aware, we had a leak at Lehigh. We were in the process of repairing that floor. At this point, we do not have an estimated time frame of when that's going to be completed. We're still replaced. I mean, floor, well, we've got some repairs to do under the subfloor, and it's going to be a full replacement.
What about the modular unit at Rose Hill? Did that get destroyed or what?
We're still evaluating how much damage was done there. It's not a full, it's not as much damage as was done at Lehigh. And these were leaks, as you're aware. We had a sprinkler, significant sprinkler pipe burst at Lehigh, and put a lot of water on that floor and damaged it. It's part of an insurance claim at this point. The contractor's in working on cleanup right now.
Thank you.
Any other questions? Okay, Mr. Chair.
Next is unfinished business. Do we have any unfinished business? If not, we'll move on to action and discussion items. Action item A, if any, to appoint hearing officer for school board policy GBM-R, procedure for adjusting grievances for professional staff.
I make a motion that we appoint the hearing officers per SBP GBM-R, procedure for adjusting grievances for professional staff.
I have a question. Is it to appoint officers or officer?
Officers, there are 4 different ones administration is recommending. An individual from Van Zant, one from Russell County, one from Henrico, and another one from Prince Edward.
So
These are former superintendents or assistant superintendents who have served, and this is not a fee that we pay to retain these individuals. They're appointed, and then the reason that the administration recommends for is if we end up having to do a hearing as part of a grievance, this gives us 4 individuals to contact to make sure we can meet timelines.
and we will be using all 4 of them if need. At one
We
time.
use, no, we use one. We try to get a schedule with one of the 4, and whoever's available during the times that we need, that meets the timelines is who we contract with. There's no cost for us appointing these individuals.
And there's very strict timelines, and so that's the reason we need to have alternatives. Because if one can't do it, and 2 might not be able to do it, we need to have alternatives, because there's very specific timelines, and we have to stick by those timelines with them.
Motion's been made. Do we have a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Next is B, action if any to modify and approve the 2017-18 school calendar to change January 26, February 15, and 16 from makeup days to regular school days.
Mr. Chairman, members of the board, administration recommends making these changes to access 3 of the 9 makeup days that we have available. Currently, we've missed 5 days. This would give us an opportunity to anticipate possible weather that's even forecasted for next week. So this would allow us to have enough instructional time during the spring semester.
What will be done about the kindergarten registration and all the registers?
We're changing it from the 26th to the 16th of February. And the 16th is a regular school day, but staff, if you recall last year, we ended up doing kindergarten registration on a school day and it worked out really well. So we already had those discussions, but that's one of the reasons why we're going to back it up.
I'll make the motion. Do we have a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Next is C, action if any to issue a request for proposals for heating, ventilation, air conditioning, maintenance, and repair for all Lee County Public School buildings. Anybody want to touch on that?
This is a request for us to issue a request for proposals from companies to come in and look at our air conditioning units, our larger ones, not necessarily the window units, but also the coolers and the freezers in our cafeterias. This will give us a maintenance contract that can extend the life of these as well as make them serviceable, well, more serviceable on a regular basis. This is not an issuance contract. This is requesting permission to put out a bid.
We have a motion on action item C.
I move that we issue a request for proposal for heating, ventilation, air conditioning, maintenance, and repair for all LCPS buildings.
Motion's been made. I'll second. Any discussion? All in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Next is D, action if any to enter into a master marketing agreement with Milestone Development Incorporated to contact and screen wireless communication companies and businesses entitled whose operation has benefited from utilizing one or more Lee County public school sites.
This is an administrative recommendation related to our sites. There's a company named Milestone Development that has worked with several school divisions in the Commonwealth to develop a marketing agreement that goes out to wireless carriers that they can come in and access our sites. Commonly, these cell towers, these cell phone receivers, transmitters will go on top of existing light poles, and it's one of these things where the school board could realize revenue from that, as well as the community realizing increased access to wireless capabilities. This is not a commitment to any entity. This is just putting out basically a request for proposals for coming in and using school board property to increase wireless capacities in the county.
Any example that's being done as well?
There's several off the top of my head. I can show you examples of one at Milestone, but to name a school division off the top of my head.
Might be a dumb question, but a school like Eagledale, I'll speak as this man, there's no cell service there, very little. You're saying if this happens, they would pay us to put up a tower, service would be better in that area.
They would pay to put up a tower. We would have to work with permitting with the board of supervisors and county administration, but being that it's already counted as public property, it makes it more palatable, if you will. And then the revenues for renting that space at our school site would be revenue the school board would realize.
And this would cost us nothing.
Correct. Yes, ma'am. Mr. Turner, do you have anything you want to add?
Yeah, and they were willing to amend the contract to put in there that if we did not see the benefit to Lee County Public Schools, that we had the authority to essentially veto it from going forward. So you all, the process would be that they would look at the providers, look at the services, and then it would be presented to you all. Then if you give the go-ahead, then it would proceed from there.
And it's an annual contract. This is not what in some entities I've seen have committed to 10 or 15 years out. This isn't a 10-year, but it's an annual renewable contract. We can cancel it within 30-day notice of a renewal. So if we decide they're not marketing our sites well enough, we can tie in with another organization.
And their first request was for a 10-year contract. I thought that was way too much of a commitment. So we've got currently a contract proposal that will go through June 30th of next year. And then if it's not working for Lee County Public Schools, either party can take 30 days notice.
Do we have a motion on action item D?
I make a motion that we enter into a national marketing agreement with Milestone Development to contact screen wireless communication companies or businesses in titles with operations with benefit.
Motion's been made, do we have a second? Any discussion? All in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Next is E, action if any to refinance the loan balance for Dryden Elementary with a Literary Fund loan to be made available by the Virginia Board of Education.
The administration was notified earlier this week that the State Board of Education is anticipating issuing the literary loan funds for the first time in a long time. We were notified that Dryden was third on the list, and this is a request that was from July 2008. That tells you how long these funds have been frozen at the state level. So administration recommends that we look at this. They are advertising this as a 2% interest rate. Currently, we're paying 3% interest on the loan, and it's anticipated to go up to 5% over the coming years. So there would be no cost for refinance. Our only cost is for the attorney, for a bond attorney to assist with this process, and we would work, of course, with the Board of Supervisors. I've already spoken with Mr. Poe, and he's aware of that, and pending your approval, would go to the Board of Supervisors next week to discuss this further.
Right now, it's financed through who?
U.S. Bank, I think, will hold me to that.
Right, but wasn't the IDA board the one that set it up?
Yes, sir. And currently, it's issued in bonds.
Well, the money goes right back to the bank, of course, not the IDA board.
Correct.
Okay.
Can you pay it off early?
Yes, ma'am.
How much time do we have on it now?
Until 2033 is what's left. And to answer your question on the paying it off early, there is, we have to have some funding on that too, because if we start putting money in debt service and we're barely getting funded at what we have to be careful how much money we put in that because of required local match.
It was set up in 2008, right?
The request was made in July 2008, yes,
could you not just pay the same amount that you were paying?
Yes, ma'am, that's what we would anticipate, keeping the budget around the same, reducing interest, and it would help to pay it off quicker. Yes, ma'am. That would be the administration's recommendation.
And the balance on that, any other?
Approximately 1.6 million.
Obviously, it's a good idea, in my opinion. I'll make the motion.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? All right, next is board comments. Do we have any board comments tonight?
I would like to thank Hardee's for them providing food for the mop-up crew at Lehigh on Monday. They were generous to send food down.
I like to mention the kids at Lehigh, students at Lehigh who have auditioned for Senior Honor Band, Miranda Howard, Sarah Shearer, Chelsea Speck, Kenley Eisenmanger, Shay Snodgrass, Lecter Jackson, Kayla Weston, Tate Bowles, Taylor Bowles, and Chris Short.
I'd like to thank Ms. Garrett for bringing her DECA winners. DECA is a real DECA and FBLA both. Both of my boys participated in it. It's a very good program. Like you say, it teaches them about interviews because technology has taken over that one-on-one thing, and this kind of is different from anything that they're in their norm everyday thing. So, and I appreciate Ms. Garrett. I know it takes a long time, to do that, and to take a group of kids is always a little scary. You don't really know. This is your first year, and don't know how everybody's going to act. But it is a great program, and I appreciate you bringing them here and recognize them, because anytime anybody does something, they need to be recognized. And I appreciate that, and all the little ones, and the little one that put on a little show for us. I appreciate that. So, but any parents, thank you all for bringing your kids.
I just want to say, touch on what Mr. Hines talked about, the SOL testing going to Richmond, and the discussion of it. Possibly those funds not being funded for SOL. I think that's something that needs looked at very hard. I say his name, Todd Higgins, is the one that's bringing this up, and I think it's a very good idea. He has my support. I like to say that publicly. Any other board comment? If not, we'll ask for a review on closed session.
Mr. Chairman, I move we go into closed session to discuss personnel, Code of Virginia 2.2-3711A1, student discipline, Code of Virginia 2.2-3711A2, and student admission, Code of Virginia 2.2-3711A2.
Motion been made. Do we have a second?
Second.
All in favor say aye. Aye. Now closed session.